match that we saw at WrestleMania a couple of years ago take place at Great Balls of fucking Fire. Are you fucking crazy? No way. So right now, I do not see Roman Reigns winning this five-way. I think it comes down to Finn Balor or Seth Rollins or both. Samoa Joe would be very fun. I'd love to see Joe and Brock. And I think a lot of us would. But, you know, again, that's another match with two beefy guys. I'm sick of seeing Brock in matches like that. I want to see him work with somebody small, like a Shawn Michaels, like an AJ Styles, like a Seth Rollins, like a Finn Balor. Guys like that, I think, can give Brock a much better match. We've seen that before with Seth Rollins. We've seen it with CM Punk. How good was that CM Punk match with Brock at SummerSlam a few years ago? That was great stuff. So I want to see Brock work with one of those two guys. It would be a little bit hard to believe for Finn Balor to get in there with Brock. I mean, Finn is a very small guy. He's a hell of an athlete, great wrestler, one of my favorites they have on the roster right now currently, but believability-wise, he's about the size of Brock's leg. So, you know, I know size doesn't always matter, and a good little man can always beat a good big man, and all of those cliches, but still, realistically, you know, if you're watching this match as a casual fan, who the fuck thinks that Finn Balor is going to beat Brock Lesnar? So it'll be really interesting to see at Extreme Rules who winds up winning this thing and how. And since I don't expect it to be Roman Reigns, I'm curious how he winds up not winning. This is not an elimination match, correct? This is just a straight up Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match, one fall for the winner, correct? So unless I'm wrong about the elimination thing, I'm curious to see how they book the finish of this thing and what happens to Roman Reigns. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see Braun Strowman as early as Extreme Rules, or maybe, just maybe, even though I said I see no way Roman Reigns can win this match, maybe he does. Maybe he does go in to Great Balls of Fire to face Brock, and Braun Strowman interferes in that match, somehow setting up his match with Brock at SummerSlam, or maybe even a three-way between the three monsters at SummerSlam. That could always be a direction they go as well, although I really wouldn't want to see that. Putting Brock and Roman together in July at Great Balls of Fire, to me, makes no sense whatsoever. Brock needs to have a different match with a different opponent, and that's what I'm hoping that they set up at Extreme Rules. So I think the match should be interesting. I'm sure the match will be good. I'm not a huge fan of the big multi-man matches, but lately, you know, with what these guys are capable of, they're getting better and better. I'll never forget that Survivor Series match last year that went like an hour long. That was great. So I think this Fatal 5-Way can be a lot of fun. It needs to be, because they have to make up for the fact that there's no Universal title on the line. There's no Brock Lesnar. There's no Braun Strowman. So you have to do what you have to do to make this pay-per-view good and successful. And putting these five guys together in a big Extreme Rules match, Fatal 5-Way #1 contender match, I think can be fun. And I think they'll come up with a lot of creative ways to make this match and this pay-per-view good. So I'm wishing everybody luck in the main event and world title situation. And I really hope it comes off well.